Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Auntie Aduni and my page is Real Talk with Auntie Aduni. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not subscribed. Today I'm talking about our Sammie Okposo, who just passed on a few days ago, and the reaction and how the church has been divided concerning his death. For some of you who don't know who Sammie Okposo is, Sammie Okposo used to be a gospel singer who popularized the song, Jesus, I thank you, welu, welu. I remember it used to be one of my favorite songs then. I thank you, welu, welu. You know, that song made him popular in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken, or early 20s. And it was once dating Kate Enshon. And he started his gospel song, and he has traveled wide and far with this gospel thing. He's known internationally, he's known locally. And a few days ago, we heard he passed on. It was a shock to a lot of people. But for some of us who got to know that a few months ago, early this year, he was exposed to have impregnated a lady. And because he's called a minister, more like a pastor, it was a shock. And of course, there were a lot of backlashes against Sammie. That is Sammie Okposo. Sammie Okposo passed away a few days ago, and there has been so much backlashes between pastors accusing the church and the public of having a hand in his death. Why are they saying so? Before I continue, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and kindly share with somebody, and don't forget to leave a comment after watching, please. Sammie Okposo was a gospel singer who started in the late 90s, and he was known for that popular song, Jesus, I thank you, welu, welu. I thank you, welu, welu. I remember that song used to be one of my favorite songs then. And Sammie Okposo, even during as a gospel singer, is known to be a town boy. He was mixing up with the celebrities, and that was why he dated Kate Enshon at a point. Yes, he did. Many people don't know this. He did, and Kate Enshon accused him of domestic violence. That was why she left the relationship, and everybody moved on, and Sammie married. Then, early this year, around January, Sammie was accused of impregnating a lady, and it was a shock to the Christian society because they expect him as a Christian, you know, not to be human. Christians don't make mistakes, right? That is what they feel. And I'm going to play another video, then we continue. Let's watch this.
Pastor Matthew, because yesterday I was at the airport and Pastor Matthew Ashimolo came in and we greeted, and then he was all broke the news to me. He said, oh, Sammie Okposo is dead. And I went like, oh, what happened? And then I went on social media and I'm seeing a lot of people putting R.I.P., 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 R.I.P. And what came to my mind is the cruelty of the church. The wickedness in the heart of people that are in churches. Not too long ago, the man was in a situation, and all the church did was to beat him up, scandalize him, announce him, batter him, wound him, cancel his meetings, stop him from their churches without even telling him. Shut him down, delete his number, block his number. As far as they are concerned, he is now Satan. The only organization on earth that wounds is wounded is a church. A brother does something wrong, a sister does something wrong, instead of the church to come round and give support and give encouragement and give comfort and restore. Even if you want to rebuke, you rebuke in love. You rebuke, you correct, you bring back, you support, you strengthen. They take and throw him out, and everybody batters. And then, not too long after that, he dies, and they say, oh, what a loss. Oh, what a loss. indeed a loss, right? But you were the people that killed him. Because what kills a man fast is rejection. That's why many people died in COVID. Because COVID was the display of rejection. The moment you are inflicted, you are separated from your family, from your loved ones, from your friends. You are separated from everybody that means anything to you. You are isolated to a place where you wonder, then what am I living for? Isolation. The cheapest way to kill a person is to isolate him. That is why when David wanted to kill Uriah, he said, when you people go to battle, put him in the middle of the fire and all of you withdraw. Isolate yourselves from him so that the bullet will know where to strike. The church. I'm still going to talk about this. I'm just giving you a heads up. I never start. Sure, they like me very well. When I say something, then they help me announce it. Then go hear this one. Woto, woto, woto. The church needs to come to age. Jesus said, any of you that is without sin, cast the first stone. You cast the first stone. Selective morality. The areas where you're strong, you project it. The areas where you're weak, you hide it. Then you'll be busy you putting your strength in the face of people. And when they miss it, you will now finish them. And Jesus will say, any of you that is without, any of you that is, cast the first stone. But the church is going to come of age. Whether they like it or not. We'll feed them this thing by force. And when you are eating, even if it's by force or by choice, as long as you're eating, you will grow. Except the food didn't enter your mouth. Once it enters, you will grow. I feel like I'm teaching you this.
Abel Damina is one of the popular pastors in Nigeria. Did you hear what he said? He said Okposo was isolated after the incident of impregnating a lady in US. I don't want to put the picture of the lady. This is not the time to do that. The story went viral in January and a lot of people came for Sammie Okposo. Abel is not the only one that is accusing the church of having a hand in Sammie's death. Suleimon, Apostle Suleimon Johnson, said something similar too. He said, and I quote, now they post his pictures, but never reached out in his trying times. He told me what pastors did to him, and we both wept. Love has left the church. We have more lawyers who are ready to judge than intercessors ready to restore. Rest in power, my brother, you conquered. For some of us that came out, that are coming out to talk on the weakness of the church, many people don't understand where we're coming from and they attack us. I know what I experienced, but my story is for another day. People who have been following me on Facebook, they know my story and they understand when I come and talk, they can relate because it's a practical thing that can happen to any soul. And then that is how you will get to know what church is all about. The church is just there for business. In trying times, you are on your own. You are isolated and you don't care if you go into depression. You don't care if you commit suicide. As long as you are not the pastor, okay? Even the pastor, I expect maybe a big church, So, and once you make a little mistake, they isolate you. Not only isolate you, they castigate you, they condemn you, they nail you, and they are ready to crucify and bury you. Because as far as they are concerned, they don't want to relate with you, so they will not say you are relating with sinner. Please, is there anybody, just like Jesus said, he said, let him that has never sinned cast the first stones. It is easy for Christians to hide their weakness. They preach to them to hide their weakness. They preach to them to pretend all is well. If you can't tell it to your fellow Christians, then who do you want to tell it to? Just you. Okposo faced a lot of persecution Like we don't have pastors who have girlfriends. Like we don't have pastors who are doing these things behind us. We are forgetting the fact that these people are human beings. So when this incident happened, Okposo, as according to what we heard, was isolated by the church. Nobody wants to relate with him again. The church does, and of course, he's a gospel singer. He still have to go with the church. We don't know what happened. Maybe at the point he was not getting invited to minister anymore. Unconfirmed source, I said unconfirmed, even said he contacted HIV, but this is kept secret. I am saying unconfirmed, rumored that he contacted HIV. Maybe those are the things he was dealing with, and of course, to tell the church he was dealing with that kind of a thing would be tough. Okposo has always been a ladies' man, from his build, his height, and everything. For some of us who have seen him one-on-one before, I have. He's a ladies' man anytime. Even if he doesn't call ladies, they will call him. And being a pastor does not make you immune to temptation. That is what most times we fail to face. You heard what Damina said. He said he was isolated, he was castigated, he was crucified, and he was trashed because as far as they are concerned, it's no more useful. And we just woke up to the rude shock that he passed on. Look, I always tell people this. Take it or leave it. As long as you are not the owner of the church, don't kill yourself over them. Most churches in Nigeria are business centers, and you only matter today when you are useful. The day I will be able to sit down, tell my story as it is, and put it on YouTube, maybe you understand. And I come out to say this, so I don't want people to fall victim like some of us did. Church, if they say God is omnipresent, they say he's omniscient, there is no way, as I am talking, he sees. Before I was planning to do this, he knew I was going to do it. So why do I think I need somebody to help me to pray for God and I have to? Don't come for me. It is just the plain truth. There is no love in churches. What you have in churches are cults. What you have in churches are cliques. What you have in churches are fraternity. There is no love. It is to your tent, O Israel. Maybe what Okposo went through, he couldn't. The shame of being castigated, the shame of being seen as a fornicator, the shame of facing the world, the shame of facing the church, maybe contributed, even though the family came out and said he did not slump. What we heard was that he slumped. And it is possible because he is a big man, he's on the big side. What if he's been dealing with high blood pressure? Like I say, they hide when they are sick. They don't want people to know. Some people like us will say, this is how I'm feeling. But we know in Christendom, when people are sick, you don't even tell them you are sick. They will say, I am strong. They will say, don't confess negative, confess positive. And instead of telling people that this is what you are dealing with, I'm dealing through this ailment, like as if they are not human beings, they will say, I am strong. So maybe he's been dealing with all these battles medically and nobody knows. Even though the family said he slept and he didn't wake up and that is it. Of course, they have the right not to speak to let the world know the cause of his death. They have that right to that privacy. But whatever is hidden is open to the maker. Is open to that one who sees everything and knows all. But from the two people that Sammie is close to, the church failed Sammie. The church did not stand by Sammie. Just like the church failed some of us. Somebody like me would have committed suicide when I was left alone by the church to deal with a big blow that changed my life at a 360-degree. But I thank God that God is not man. He's the only one that gives the grace and the strength. He's the only one that keeps moving you on, even when you think you don't have that strength anymore. Don't live by the church standard, because you can't meet up. The pastor is not meeting up, he's only being covered. The pastor's wife is making mistake, it's only being covered. Don't let them push you. Before I round up, I need to say this, that it was not as if Sammie was a saint. I'm not saying he's a saint. In fact, the lady that got pregnant for him at the point said he wanted her to terminate the pregnancy, and they had a smooth relationship until pregnancy came, and he wanted her to terminate. And because she refused, then, Sammie, because he's married, and many people may not know that Sammie didn't, the legal wife doesn't have a child for him. So the only child that is surviving Sammie Okposo now is that African Dawn's baby. Imagine if she had committed this abortion. She's the one that has a child surviving Sammie Okposo. Nigerians, we do something that we need to stop. We drag people until they commit suicide. We drag people until they can't go on. This Sammie Okposo was really, really dragged, especially by holy, these holy people. It was really, really dragged by them. And it's unfortunate that we don't know what really got him to that point. But we read at the point that where it was supposed to start, it was built to perform. Because of the incident, they started taking his name off the list. Of course, they feel he's a sinner. They cannot wine and dine with him again. It doesn't fit to stand before God. If God is doing that to everybody, Yoruba will say, if God is to say, open everybody's cupboard of sin, is anybody going to stand? We all have something that we have done in the secret that shouldn't come into the open. When it comes to the open, we should stop overflogging things. This is a typical example because I remember the blogger that treated the case really dragged Sammie very well until he came out to acknowledge and apologize. And now this. And all I want to say is that may his soul rest in peace. He's gone out of this troubled world, even though nobody wants to go. No matter how troubled the world is, nobody's ready to go. Sammie has gone, and this is a debt every woman being will pay. And the shocking thing about it is that a lot of Christians, the pastors, the head of churches that believed they were saints then, now we can see they were part of the people who threw Sammie away, like they've always done. When they are done with you, they are used, you are no more useful, they dump you. Like I said, look forward to my story. It's going to be a wow. A lot of my followers on Facebook have told the story. One day, very soon, I'll take my time and put down the story. It may be in part if I can't finish it. It's kind of a journey, okay? How I became a Christian, how I became a pastor's wife, and what happened after that, and how I decided I am no more a Christian. I was born a Muslim, but I don't know if I should go back or not. But for now, I don't have any religion, and I am at peace. So don't come and preach to me. I am very much at peace with myself, very much at peace with myself. I sleep, I don't have nightmare, because I'm not binding or casting any agent of darkness. I'm not dealing with that anymore. So I sleep without nightmares. I sleep good, so don't come and preach to me. I appreciate you. I think love is the key. I prefer love as my religion. I prefer humanity. Love is the key, because love and humanity will make you have empathy, put yourself in the shoes of people, make you know that even you, what they have done, it is possible you do it. And you don't overflow things or kill them push them to death for doing something. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to leave a comment and kindly press the like button before you go. Thank you for watching once again. Bye-bye.